This is the new Vauxhall Frontera. Now, I think the headline story with this car is the price. It comes in two flavours. You can get a petrol hybrid version or a pure electric version. But here's the rub. The hybrid version costs £2,000 more than the pure electric version. I reckon that's a first. Now, the excuse for a higher-priced electric vehicles was always down to the batteries. The batteries are really expensive, and that was the big worry. But I think things are changing rather fast. Now, that is the substantially cheaper Vauxhall Frontera. And this is Everything Electric Cars.
Our 3 free YouTube channels on EVs and clean tech are funded by our fun-packed test drive-tastic events in Farnborough, London, the Southwest, the North, Melbourne and Sydney, and next up we're in Canada for Everything Electric Vancouver. And new for UK viewers, you can now buy a battery EV and much more at everythingelectric.store. Now, back to the episode.
Just a quick recap here. Back in 2010, it cost about $1,800 to make 1 kilowatt hour of battery cells. Now, this year, that price has dropped to between $60 and $80, and I think that makes a bit of a difference. So we're seeing this, of course, reflected in the cost of Chinese cars because they make the batteries. So everyone has to buy the batteries from China, basically. So that's one of the reasons they can do it a bit cheaper. But also it is now finally starting to be reflected in the prices that Stellantis are charging for their cars. The reason they can sell these cars cheaper is because the batteries are cheaper. That's the big point I want to make. So the price starts at $22,500 for this vehicle that I'm driving, but with the UK government grant of £1,500, obviously that makes it one of the cheapest electric cars available in the UK. Around the rest of the world, I don't know about the prices, but that's what it is here. And it goes from $22,500 to $24,500. And basically it's the same car, but the interior will have a bit more quality gizmos and stuff like that. But the thing about this car is, I think it's a really important point. It is detoxed, it is super clean, simple and easy to use. Instantly, there's like none of the hassles that I've had in the past where I've been driving a car and talking about it and it's beeping at me. Do you know how I stopped it beeping? I pressed one button, no beeps. So the Vauxhall Frontera really does offer a big, spacious interior, and I mean it's much bigger than cars that are in a roughly the same price range, although it's cheaper than all of them. But like the MG4, the BYD Dolphin, roughly the same cost, but much smaller. To get the same size in terms of seating capacity and storage in the back, you've got to go to a Hyundai Kona, which is £10,000 more expensive than this. So all Fronteras come with the same interior package, 10-inch screen, which has got wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It's got LED headlights, it's got a reversing camera. All those things are absolutely standard. But one of the interesting things I think that Vauxhall have done is they describe it as a digital detox. It is super simple. There isn't loads and loads of menus and hundreds of apps. It's kind of stripped right back. And I've got to tell you, it's kind of nice when you first get in it because you're not going, oh my God, I've got to go through all these different things, all these hundreds of settings and menu levels. This is really simple information on the screen in front of you, really clear choice of things. You can, your sat nav, your radio, your music. Yeah, that's basically it. Back seat. Let me have a go. Oh, easy to get in. Easy for an old bloke to get in. So very spacious. That's where the driver's seat is for me driving. So I'm just about a little bit less than 6 foot tall. I've shrunk a bit. USB 2s there. One of the things I did notice, they claim 24 litres of internal storage in the cabin, like all the door pockets, that bit there, all the little bits of bit. There's a nice door pocket here, always useful in the back. There's storage pockets there. Plenty of headroom, really plenty of headroom. Very basic. I mean, it's kind of stripped down and simple, and I kind of like it. There's really no fancy pants stuff at all. This material looks like it would last a long time. If you've got a small kid and they spill something on it, it would wipe off. Well, considering the overall size of the car, the the boot or trunk is very roomy. It's 450 litres of space here, just when you lift it up. It has got an extra bit of storage down underneath there. You can put your cables or all your other gubbins down there. With the seats down, it's 1,400 litres. So it's a really big, spacious capacity boot, and no big lip there, so it's easy to get stuff in and out. One slight complaint I would have is there's no handle in here to close it. So you have to touch the outside. Well, we've only driven this car maybe 4 kilometres and it's already dirty. It gets really dirty at the back here. So you're going to have a load of grubby hands. You'll have to have a little plastic glove to close the boot. So one of the incentives that Vauxhall are giving for UK residents is you can get £500 off a wall box, off a charger wall box. You can get £500 off using credit using Octopus Electroverse, which means you can use a card to charge on rapid charges. 500 quid's worth of charging, that's a lot. Or 500 quid off Tesco's Pod Point chargers, which I use at my local Tesco's. So that means you've effectively got free charging for like a couple of years. That is amazing. So the Frontera can charge on a DC charger like this at 100 kilowatts, which is not breathtakingly fast by today's standards, but it's very adequate. It can charge at home up to 11 kilowatts on a AC charger, and it has 2 battery sizes. So there's a 44 kilowatt hour battery and a 54 kilowatt hour battery. The first one gives you about 180 miles range. The second one gives you sort of 220-ish maybe. Nothing about the car is exceptional, like the acceleration. It just goes along the road and it's very reliable. That's what you want. So from a point of view of driving experience, it's super simple to drive, it's super easy, and it's super unremarkable. I think that's really fair to say that, and it's not meant to be remarkable. So I'm just driving along, I'm doing 33 miles an hour, I'm putting my foot hard down, and I'm going faster, but not that you'd notice. I'd say this is one of the most gently accelerating electric vehicles I've ever been in, and that is not a criticism. It's absolutely fine. It goes along really smoothly and nicely. It has a very smooth acceleratory curve, so you're really not going, whoa, it's going a bit too fast for me. I mean, absolutely flat out going up a hill. We got up to 50. Yes! Result. So I think overall, what you've got here is, it is a little step change. Not a big step change, it's a little step change. It's a sensible, really reasonably priced, very competent electric car. And do you know what? I think this is a vehicle that is really leading us to just describing these as cars. So then you'll talk about a petrol hybrid or a petrol car or a diesel car, but I just drive a car. I don't want to use the word electric anymore. This is just a better car. I'm supremely and very positively unimpressed. So if you're considering an electric car and you've got say a young family, it's very hard not to recommend this. You know, it's one of the cheapest cars you can get on the road in the UK. It's got masses of storage space. It's got loads of room for kids in the back. It's very simple and easy to use. It charges fast enough. It goes far enough. It would be incredibly cheap to run if you have somewhere off the street to park it and you can charge it at your home. Though all those things are big pluses. It's really, that is what this car's all about. It's not a fancy flash, you know, super high performance vehicle. It's a sensible car to do sensible journeys for sensible people. So that's it. The Frontera, I can't help it. I actually like it, and it's nothing special. That's its big selling point, I think. It's nothing special. It's a car. Anyway, please do have a look at our Patreon page. We've got a growing Patreon community. We're doing more and more stuff on the Patreon page. Links are in the show notes beneath this. Please do tell your mates about everything electric cars. And that's it. As always, if you have been, thank you for watching.
Now visit electricvehicles.expert, where you can follow everything electric and keep current with Clean Technica, The Driven, Electrek, and many more.